Yeah, fellas, good morning. Today's podcast show. As you guys know, I've been doing video cast shows instead of our audio podcast shows, and I've been leaving them on YouTube so the YouTubers see what we're doing here, so that they can maybe decide whether or not five little measly dollars is worth joining the site for. I realize some of the guys that I track to YouTube are freebie seekers and they're not working, all that kind of stuff. But nobody doesn't have $5 that can get them 30 days of help. Nobody's that broke. One guy actually wanted to a 1 to 3 month trial for $5. I I don't know. That was kind of weird to me. Let's see. She can orgasm without touching herself. Advice needed. Okay, Adrian. You're writing same girl from this thread. Pulled home, didn't score. Started hitting me up again last week. So I don't quite recall that one. But obviously you pulled the chick home, but she didn't give you none. And time goes by, then she starts hitting you up again. So whatever she had going on in her life fell through, or is having some problems with the other fella in her life. Then they start hitting you up again after time has passed. Is that what I'm reading here? You don't have to read the previous thread. She wants me again. Okay, well, I don't work on a bitch's schedule. I make a bitch work on my schedule there, Adrian. Okay? I'm not that desperate just for some ass. All right? So that's the first thing you're doing is you're bitching out your balls. Wait, you live in a foreign country. Plain English. Well, your English is real good here. You understand what I'm saying. You're acting like a bitch. Don't act like a bitch. Okay? She wants me again. I don't give a fuck if she wants. Bitch had a chance to me. All right? She did some old weird freaky shit. So here's how I see things. Then you also said she has schizoid personality disorder? Oh, hell no. Let me get to that in a minute. Okay, here's how I see things. She fucked up. It's her loss. All right? Because she'll do that to me again in the future. I don't sell my balls for a piece of ass, Adrian. That's why I became who I am. That's why I have the kind of personal power over women that I have. I don't sell my balls again. And you look how you wrote, she wants me again. Like you're the female to come get taken, and she's the dude. Don't do that, Adrian. You're the man here, okay? I started getting her life story for real this time and got some pretty interesting things out of her mouth on which I need your advice. Well, my advice is, well, let me go into this a little bit. She can orgasm whenever she wants just by using her muscles. Supreme, you were right about her when you said some women have orgasms during foreplay. Okay? She sometimes watches porn, and whenever she feels like it, she can orgasm without touching herself. She'll need you for nothing. The women like that, they don't really need dick. They can get a woman just as well, or they can do it themselves. Not many people are able to give her sensations that she can achieve on her own. Due to this, she says sex is not that important to her. I would never, ever, ever want to be with a woman that did not think sex was important. I mean, ever. I mean, Adrian, I would never sell my balls. I would never have my balls crushed up by a bitch like this. Hell fucking no. Never. I hope you understand what I'm saying when I say never, because your English is good. Never. You feel me, bro? Ever. Oh, hell no. She was never in love with anyone she ever had sex. I bet you're probably looking for some kind of magic pimp technique that's going to make her bow down to you and just fall in love. It doesn't exist. Not a bitch like this. I put this bit. Never mind. I'm not a pimp. But hey, there was only one guy to who she was willing to offer more. So she'd have made herself out to be the prize, and you're the idiot going after her trying to work through her fucking hoops. Come on, Adrian. See things for what it really is, man. After spending a weekend with him, see, that's what she told about this motherfucker. There's just that one guy. Now you're trying to do better than that one guy. She done pimped you. She had to ignore, after spending a weekend with him, she had to ignore each other for the whole week in order to feel like missing him. She was diagnosed with schizoid personality disorder, but she says she's okay, nothing to worry about. I can't believe you posted this shit, man. I can't believe you actually want some advice. Okay, here's my advice. It's going to cost you a little bit of money. We're going to fix this. Go to your bank. We use dollars over here. I don't know what you guys use over there. But get out the equivalent of about $120. We're going to fix this real fast. Okay. Over here we have shopping malls. I don't know what you guys have over there, but I think you're in the Netherlands or someplace. But go to a store, a shopping mall. Walk down the mall. Find a tennis shoe store. Buy the best goddamn tennis shoes you can find and run the fuck out of that shit, okay? Get them Air Jordan so you can just leap over shit as you run the fuck away from her. Alright? Don't stop. Don't even look back. I can't believe I'm dealing with this, Adrian. 10 years ago when she was 17, she caught her father cheating on her mother. She thought she had a perfect family. Her father was her idol. And now she's out to pay men back. She's out to pay men back. I can see her twisted as shit. How her twisted mind's working. The perfect person, the best father in the world, and he let her down. It crushed her world towards men. This kind of bitch belongs on the streets. Street corner. Selling her ass. Having a sudden realization, she became depressed for a long time. She told me this while crying. I don't give a fuck. Why you listen? Okay. That crying thing, that activates the man inside. You want to become Captain Save-Ho. You want to fix her. You can't fix her, Adrian. You can't fix her. You're not going to listen. I know you're not going to listen to me because young guys never listen to me when I give advice about like this. You see some kind of prize there and you're working like a monkey towards it. No. She needs professional help, by the way. Someone who has schizoid personality disorder and they say, I'm okay. Really, I'm okay. You just go to sleep now. Go on, lay down, go to sleep. It'll be okay. Don't fight the feeling. Just go with the flow. Lay down, baby. Do you think I'm going to lay down? Or do you think I'm going to run the fuck up out of there? I'm okay. There's nothing to worry about. It's like, you get caught fucking a girl. It wasn't me. No, it wasn't me. That wasn't me. You say it enough times, idiots will believe you. The next day, she said she tried to avoid me because she felt vulnerable after telling me that. When women say that, the predator in men come out. They think, oh, I can take advantage of her. I don't mean to laugh. You're young, Adrian. You don't see the foibles or the machinations that women put out there. Not the wrong word. I'm trying to give a simpler English word. The tricks, the pimping that women do. She felt she needed distance from herself after putting down her wall. She knows I already have a girlfriend. Could it be possible that because of fucked up reasons she would try to screw me and then can you trust a bitch with schizoid personality? Can you trust that bitch? Again, go get some tennis shoes and don't even stop running. All this information I got out of her after selling the connection idea to her. I swear to God, I'm going to stop teaching. I get on the edge of stop teaching, so I'm on the edge right now. Told her I'm looking for that one person with who I can create something deep. Okay, this is not the female for you, man. Okay? questions I have. How should I deal with her? Run. How can I give her mind-blowing sex she's never experienced? You can't. I have Supreme's How to Make a Woman Come product. Will that still apply to this type of female? It can, if she lets it. She has total control over her sex down there. Okay? You have to... No, I'm not giving no damn advice, man. Get away from this bitch. I don't see you guys get hurt. Should I use Dan's method of giving her my uttermost attention for a week, and nothing happens, start ignoring her until she comes crawling back? Ask Dan if the female was schizoid and like this, that he did that too. Okay? I'm not gonna give a bitch my whole attention for nothing. I want her to crave my attention. I give her the goods, and then I leave her wanting. You are getting pimped, Adrian. You take my advice, or you leave it. You're getting pimped. Ah, Sun God. Best advice ever. Stay away from mentally ill. Exactly. Thank you, Sun God. Boyan, no. Let's get him away from this bitch. Oh, there we go. My bad, Boyan. You're right. Exactly. Don't think too much about a single broad. Thank you, Boyan. I thought you were trying to give him advice to go for it. Okay, he's answering back. I'm not questioning what you're saying. I know it's wise not to focus on one woman, but I think receiving input on this situation will help me improve the way I handle it. Okay. The input is pick better bitches. When she did that whole not giving up the sex thing, that's the first one right there. Now, it looks like Hand's giving you advice. From what I recall, Supreme's How to Make a Woman Come product covers clit and G-spot stimulation. This is good, as you should know how to work both those erogenous zones. Women are far more sexually complex than that. They can orgasm over a dozen different ways. In many cases, several in a row. Yes, they can. They have it so good. By orgasm over a dozen different ways, a woman can climax through stimulation of her imagination, her skin, yes, her ear, yes, her clit, her mouth, yes, yes, yes. All that's valid information he's giving through their anus, rectum, vaginal penetration, yes. But unfortunately, most women out there, they don't go that deep. When you break down penetration orgasms, you got the following: to stimulate, U spot, G spot, A spot, deep spot, PS spot, perineal sponge, skein. I don't deal with any of those except G spot and A spot. That's the most ones I deal with. I don't go in for all the other stuff. A lot of guys, A spot, that's real deep. If you reach your fingers down there, that's good. If your dick isn't long enough, but I'm not doing all that. I want to make love. But that's my way into things. That's the way I do things. Not all women get off on the same stimulation exactly. One woman might not like cervix, yeah, and I ran into that, deep spot stimulation, while others might explode from the same stimulation. Yep. Orgasms through all these ways feel different for a woman, and most women, forget guys, don't even know they exist. Discovering what works for her is part of the exploration. No, I say stay away from the bitch. Schizoid. Okay? You don't want a bitch like that, and a bitch that's playing you like that. You'll find out the hard way, though. You will be writing back and find out the hard way. I can already see this right now. Okay, next. Let's see, The Pickup Artist. I watched that movie. I had never seen that particular one. That's not the one that I saw. I thought I saw years ago. This was out in the 80s, 87, and I was just getting back into the game back then. 87, I was single, newly single. I don't know if this came on TV or at the movies. I don't remember, but I didn't like it. I hate those movies where the man gets all pimped out, much like Adrian here. Runs up on she's got to be the one, all because she rejected him. And then he pimps himself out, runs after her, drops all of his girls for her. I hate movies like that. Those are designed to feminize males. See, this was an attack against guys that are good with women more than anything else. A total attack. And there was another movie I saw that did the same thing. Recent movie in the last 10, 15 years. Guy was good with women. He falls for the one female. See, they're all about giving women all this power over men. And that's just not the way it is in the real world with us real players. Okay? Compass Kicker is what did it for me. Future. Compass Kicker is a self-esteem building course, and it is, in all caps, golden. It really helped me snap out of my bullshit a lot. As you guys may know, a while back, I had some really bad confidence and could not do simple tasks such as enter an adult classroom with large amounts of people. I would literally enter halfway, then walk out. Wow. Future, man. I didn't know it was that bad. Basically, running away from my problems for comfort. After doing Compass Kicker, I now enter the classroom with no problems, feel comfortable in my own skin, and was even talking to this 30-year-old woman in my class who was giving me eye contact and offering me candy for some reason. Come here, little boy, you want some candy? So now we have women predators out there offering young boys candy. You're 19, I think, there, Future. You're an adult, but you get what I'm saying. She seemed pretty interested, I think, or maybe not because there was a big age gap. She might like some young stuff there, bro. She was 30 years old, and by the way, that's not old. It's not old. That's young to me. I would love to be 30 again in the prime of my life. And I'm only 19. So she might have thought that was a turn on because I'm so young. Stop thinking about it and let it happen. If she wants sex, give her the dick. Okay? Either way, my confidence is growing. I just want to say thank you, Player Supreme, for Compass Kicker and all your wisdom. You're very welcome, Future. I'm glad this has worked for you. Next. Progressing in the game. Okay. I'm apologizing about the last video post I did. I just felt... Sorry, Elijah. I just felt like actually doing more verbal voiceover work than just typing. Actually, I prefer the videos. Some of you guys do not type very well. Your English, your grammar. Like FSR9, I prefer you do a video. Don't ever type again, man. Don't ever type again. A lot of time you guys have problems with reading my posts. That's why I like using that format. Then use it. Okay? Recently, guys, I met this chick at Barnes & Noble's. I approach her, ask about the book she was reading. Then she ended up having a conversation about anime and cartoons. I was going to ask for her phone, but instead, see, you're on a cell phone. That's why your posts are hard to read also. Look how the format comes out. But instead, she asked for my number. I feel as if she was attractive to my look, even attracted to your look, and probably wanted to learn more about me. I ended up talking to her over the phone a couple of days afterwards, and I invited her over to my place. Mind you, my apartment is not the best in the world because one of my roommates, with no cleaning, living dirty, and not caring about his environment, I end up cleaning my apartment like a house cleaner would do, working until everything is spotless. Good. Also get a new roommate. Honestly, I think this one thing that kill it for me. She comes over and I invite her back to my room. I got just enough of her life story. This chick is black, wears, it should be W-H-E, never mind. Wears, W-E-A-R-S, wears glasses, not W-E-R-E, bro. Kind of nerdy. She speak very proper, not ghetto. Love anime and manga. That's interesting for a black female. I've never seen one like that. She goes to ASU for biochemistry, but wants to do illustration for animals as a zoologist, as she describes herself. Well, that's really cool. She told me she had a social problem, being transferred over to different schools repeatedly. She seemed like doesn't have many friends, from what I'm gathering from it, and she busy a lot of times. See how I'm talking? I'm talking in Ebonics there, bro, because that's the way you're writing. And we're better than that as a race. But I think she may have been freak. I'm not sure. After getting the life story, we talk about sex, and then she all of a sudden say she has to go. Get ready for tomorrow, she says. She has a lot to do. I think to myself that where did I mess up? I feel as if I was being too respectful to this chick. I wasn't displaying my masculine energy on the table, being more sexually or nothing. This is where I fucked up, in my opinion. I was betraying too much of the nice guy. Any tips on improving my game? I need to bring more of my thug side out. No, you don't. Against this particular girl. Each girl's different, okay? Like Hand talked about all those different ways of women can come and all that kind of stuff. Each woman is different, okay? This type of girl, anime and all that, no. What you did was you start talking about sex, okay? And that's what made her nervous. She's probably a fucking virgin. I don't know. I wasn't there, but you would know because you probably asked her. If she's a virgin, talking about sex, I make her scared, and she's in a room with you by herself. That made her scared. Okay. Plus, I don't know how you talk about sex. I don't know how you introduce sex. The best way to do that is to play the watercolor animal game. Okay. I had those out of order, but that's the one you want to play. Look on my YouTube channel. You'll see how to do it. Also, I posted it here. That's one of the best ways to introduce sex, and see how, if she can laugh about it. Okay? When you get to the part where you talk about the water, it's how you make whoopee, as I always say. And then you can try a little joke. So is that true? And see if she laughs. If she gets all nervous about it, then you know that girl's kind of uptight. This kind of girl, nerdies, they're kind of uptight. So you got to approach her slowly. Call her up. Hopefully you got her number. And ask her if she's okay. And explain to her, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, if you got scared, I didn't mean to make you afraid. That's going to make a lot of difference in her mind, okay? So some girls you got to be more of a gentleman like to. And this type of girl is definitely one of them. Okay, done smoking. Good, Mac Reborn. And these are posts I've already covered, so we're good to go. Let me talk about, because I was actually interested. I woke up thinking about this morning. I'm not a technician. I'm not a technician when it comes to sex. I like to make love. I like to talk to women. I like to have my voice in her ear. I like to make it a very passionate kind of thing. Okay, I have done the make a girl squirt thing. That's a physical thing. That's a technique thing you do, and that to me is like it's like a treat. I give it to him as a treat, but it's not my way of accessing the girl sexually. I'm not gonna stand there and do the whole squirt thing because it's just not my style. I like to kiss, all that kind of stuff. I woke up thinking about this morning about the girls that are into subtle bondage or into that type of stuff. The last one I had as a slave, it got old. Calling me daddy, master. We tried master, that got old. Then I went to daddy, and this was not that too long ago. I'm not gonna tell anybody when because this is going out on YouTube, but it got old for me. Now I woke up thinking about that. I was thinking, I was thinking of the person that was in my life at that time, and the women that are into that are like that. They get very needy, and they get very clingy, and it gets old to me after a while. All that desperation and all that begging and shit like that. When I was what I was thinking this morning is that I'd kind of healed myself of all my problems inside. I was a control freak and also a sex addict, and I realized that that's why I couldn't survive in that relationship for very long. It just got old. I didn't need that kind of stuff anymore. Now, sure, it was fun having telling her to like make a photo holding a sign saying "Property of Player Supreme" and all that kind of stuff. And she had a great body, and she was a great person. Often thought about Jovina C. I'm not gonna say her name. Jovina C. And it was like bouncing between the two. And I got the same or similar type of respect, love, and all that kind of stuff from both. Except this one wanted to be into that lifestyle stuff, and she could squirt also, but I didn't make it about that. We just made love, and with her, orgasms were easy and all that, and it made the sex so much better. And then there was Jovina. What I realized is that after I did all that work on myself inside, that this type of lifestyle just didn't suit me anymore. I liked this lifestyle. I'm the master of the house here. I'm always the master of the house, wherever I am. It's the way it's been since I was married. I don't know where I learned this at, because my father was not necessarily like that. My dad was more passive. He was a player, didn't like shit, got the fuck out. He always kept a bunch of women, always. And my mom was talking about that recently, how she had to put up with all that. She's not sad. She wasn't sad to see him die. That's a bad thing. That's a sad thing. My mother wasn't sad to see my father die. She almost jumped up and down. That's how she broke her hip, being so damn happy. So as I've realized that I've done a lot of changes inside and grown as a man. Now, this man over here wasn't necessarily a bad man, just that I had some issues when I had women like this in this type of relationship, taking in hand or totally dominant, ordering them around, all that kind of stuff, which I love, But I do the same thing with Jovina. She does whatever I say do. She's very submissive. I only attract submissive women. I don't attract girls that are kind of dominant. I attract feminine women. I don't attract hard, dykey types of chicks or girls with masculine energy. They don't like me. They don't find me attractive. They take one look at me and I take one look at them. It's mutual. But girls that are soft and curvy and loving, that's what I attract. Because I want loving kinds of relationships. I didn't really want girls. It's cool for you guys show me get my feet kissed and all that kind of stuff, but I could take that or leave it. That's not important in my life. As long as my woman is on my team and she's got my back. My thing was I always needed love. Okay, as I've talked about in my podcast shows, that's what I was trying to fill the hole in my heart. As you guys know, my relationship growing up with my mom No, no love there. So I was trying to fill it with all those girls. That's why I kept them around, because I need to get their love, not the sex from them. It was all about getting love for me, and that was my thing. It may not be your thing, but that was just my thing. You may be one of the guys that let's take hand in hand. He likes to make his women squirt and all that stuff, and uh, get up in the mind, all that stuff. That's his style. My style was I wanted her heart, not just her devotion, but her heart, because I need to feed my that hole that was here in my chest. And guess what? I knew this doing this all the time. I knew it. I had already self-diagnosed myself because a long time ago, when I was in my early 30s, remember I had the two Susans, Susie and Susan. I dated openly. The smart one, Susan, said you must have a bad relationship with your mother. And when men who do have a bad relationship with their mother, they treat women badly, because I was treating her badly. I was doing the same thing my dad was doing. And I swore I would never grow up to be like him, because I didn't really like being the son growing up in that environment, because I took the shit for it, because he and I were most alike of of the siblings. So I was resentful of that stuff. But it happened, it was there. After I left my wife, I became my dad. Actually, my dad stayed married. See, I became a different version of him. But I played lots of women, had a lot of fun. But it was all in the name of love, looking for love. I need lots of love, like a little kid. But I kind of grew up and matured. After, back in 2002, I started actually maturing and healing that stuff. That's when I had the one breakup with the Mac makeup girl. The Mexican chick told her that I fucked her and shit like that. The Mexican chick was mad because I wouldn't give her anymore. I wouldn't fuck her anymore. I fucked her a few times. That was it. I like Mexican women because they have big hearts. Mexican women have big hearts. They give lots of love. See, remember, I'm a vampire. I feed off that emotional energy. Um, it's like a high, and that's how I know that I'm also an extrovert. I just did a video on extroversion. Extroverts feed off of energy. They feed off other people's energy. That's why we got to go out and be around people. Like, I'm dying in my little cave here. I need to get out and be around it. That's why I was going to have breakfast with the old guys, because I need that, that camaraderie, that energy, all that stuff. Be out in public. I've done a lot of changes in my life, and I've grown. So now I can have the maturity to look back and help you guys overcome the bumps that you're running into. Because I've been there, done most of it. Plus, I've gotten the maturity to see what's really going on. Okay. Sometimes I feel like, as I said, closing my business, because I want to work with guys who are looking for girlfriends, basically looking for love in their lives. The whole player thing, I was a player. I've got good skills at it. I could see in situations like the Adrian thing, what women are doing. Amped them up. That's why I'm the teacher. Because I can see beyond what's really going on to what's really, or it's just, sorry, I can see what's really going on. I see between the lines. I can read the undertones. And I don't want to see one of my fellas get played, no matter what. That's why I'm doing my coaching now also, to help guys further. Because it's hard to help a guy over a post. I need to see them. I need to be able to see how they move, how they talk, how they gesture. Like, I have one fellow that I talk to, and he talks like this, which I'm going to tell him about. I've been meaning to tell him about. He's doing it again. And that's something to me, just by his communication. I'm now actually helping him with other stuff, but I need to be able to see the person I'm talking to, so I can get a feeling for them, so I can find the person that's inside, the player that's inside, what he needs to do to become a better man. I'll pick up on your feminine characteristics, your feminine traits, if you got some. And a lot of guys didn't realize they had some. The fellow I'm talking about, he had some feminine traits of the hand, all that kind of stuff, holding his head like that. Men don't do that. And if you're doing that in public, you don't put yourself as a femme in public. So the goal for me is to help guys find love. That's my goal. Love. Because a lot of guys are pretty lonely out there. Now, whether you're getting lots of love from lots of girls, that's on you. But I'm going to help you find love in whatever form it takes in your life. If you need lots of love, okay, you do with my advice as you wish. If you're looking for just one love, which I recommend a lot of guys doing, trying that first girlfriend first, so you can see what kind of man you are. I could tell by reading posts that a lot of you guys have not developed the masculine edge or the masculinity that you need, the way you write. For example, no offense to you, Adrian, she wants me again. The way you write things tells me a lot about you. She wants me again. You didn't write she wants to be with me again, because she's never been with you anyway, but you wrote she wants me again. That speaks volumes to me. Again, that's why I teach, because I see these things. And Adrian, I'm hoping you do get on your tennis shoes and run, because the girls, going back to this, the girls like this, they have mental shit going on. And that's other thing I didn't like about them. They got a lot of mental shit going on. It weighs heavy on you. Okay? It goes down like this. Whereas Jovina, no mental shit. The girls I start attracting, no mental shit. Okay? If she's the type that she's the type that doesn't want to feel connected to a man because of mental shit, if my daddy cheated on me, that weighs heavy on her, that drags me down. Okay? You guys gotta stop looking at pussy just for pussy and look at the character of the person that has the pussy. That's where you pimp your minds out. You pimp your dick out. Or she didn't pimp your mind out, pimp your dick out. Or you do it yourself, a monkey on your back. Oh, but she's got pussy. If I could do this, if I could make her do this and fall in love with me, I'm a great man. I'm a powerful pimp god. Don't let your ego pimp you out, fellas. Okay? Don't let your ego pimp you out. It's not that serious. That shows you got some shit going on inside yourself there. To even want to go in a situation like this, Adrian, that shows me that you also have some shit going on inside you. It's a weakness. And we want to clean up and clear out our weaknesses so we become stronger males. Okay? Good luck to you, fellas.